Power never ends quietly. It ends with silence, fear, and regret. In this episode, Miguel walks into the moment he has been running from all season. He believes he is still in control, still feared, still untouchable. But power has a way of lying to the people who hold it too long. Episode 8 is not just about what Miguel does next. It's about what he failed to see coming. Miguel starts this episode standing tall, but the ground under his feet is already cracking. From the outside, he still looks like a man in charge. He speaks with confidence, gives orders without hesitation, and moves like someone who believes the city still belongs to him. But deep down, Miguel knows something is wrong. The energy around him has changed. The fear he once controlled no longer feels solid. It feels forced. Throughout Season 3, Miguel's rise was built on pressure and intimidation. He didn't earn loyalty, he demanded it. People followed him because they were scared, not because they believed in him. That kind of power works fast, but it never lasts. Episode 8 opens with Miguel enjoying the last moments of that illusion. He still thinks his enemies are reacting to him. He still thinks he's one step ahead, but the signs are already there. Conversations feel colder. Responses come slower. Allies avoid eye contact. Miguel senses it, but his pride won't let him accept it. Instead of slowing down, he doubles down. Instead of listening, he pushes harder. In his mind, control means never showing doubt. Even for a second, what makes this moment powerful is how quiet it is. There's no chaos yet. No gunshots. No sirens. Just tension sitting in the air. Miguel believes this calm means safety. In reality, it means the storm has already formed. The people around him are making choices without him now. Plans are moving that don't include his permission. Miguel looks back at everything he built and sees strength. The truth is, he built walls so high that he trapped himself inside them. Episode 8 makes it clear. This is not the beginning of his fall. This is the moment right before it. The breath before impact. And Miguel has no idea how close the edge really is. By the time episode 8 moves forward, Miguel is no longer surrounded by loyalty, he is surrounded by silence. The kind of silence that feels heavy. The kind that tells you people are thinking, watching, and waiting. Miguel still walks like a boss, still gives commands like they matter, but the truth is simple. The game has moved without him. Enemies are no longer hiding in the shadows. They are closer now, some wear familiar faces. Some smile while planning his fall. Miguel built his empire by controlling fear, but fear is unstable. Once people stop being afraid, they start becoming dangerous, and in this episode that shift is clear. Every move Miguel makes feels delayed, like he's reacting instead of leading. Law pressure is tightening too. The streets are talking and information is moving fast. Deals are being made. Quietly, people who once protected Miguel are now protecting themselves. Nobody wants to go down with him. He senses this change, but instead of adjusting, Miguel becomes more aggressive. He believes force will fix everything. That fear can still bring people back in line. But power doesn't work that way forever. Behind closed doors, Miguel is restless. He questions everyone, trusts no one. The paranoia that once kept him sharp now clouds his judgment. Every ally feels like a possible threat. Every delay feels like betrayal. The walls are closing in, but Miguel refuses to accept it. To him, admitting danger means admitting weakness, and that's something he has never allowed himself to do. What makes this section intense is the balance between control and panic. Miguel is still powerful, but he's no longer calm. His voice gets sharper, his patience disappears. The more pressure he feels, the more mistakes he makes. And those mistakes don't go unnoticed. His enemies are counting them, one by one. This is the moment where hunters become targets. Miguel isn't planning the future anymore, he's fighting to protect the past. Every move he makes is about holding onto a version of power that no longer exists. And while he's focused on staying on top, the people around him are already deciding who replaces him. For the first time, Miguel isn't running the game, he's stuck inside it. And the closer his enemies get, the clearer it becomes. There is no safe exit left. This is the moment Miguel has been avoiding all season. There is no backup plan left, no one to call, no deal that can save him. Episode 8 brings Miguel face to face with the truth he refused to accept. Power doesn't protect you when everyone is done believing in you. Miguel knows the situation is bad, but he refuses to bend. Surrender is not in his nature. Walking away would mean admitting he was wrong, and Miguel would rather fall than do that. He still believes that if he stands his ground, if he shows no fear, the world will blink first. That belief has kept him alive before. This time, it's the reason he's in danger. The tension in this episode doesn't come from loud action. It comes from choices. Every look, every pause, every word spoken carries weight. Miguel speaks like a man who wants to sound confident, but his eyes tell a different story. He knows this could be the end. And yet, his pride keeps him standing exactly where he shouldn't be. When the confrontation finally happens, it's not chaos, it's clarity. Miguel understands in that moment that his strength was never enough. He built his empire on control, not trust, on fear, not respect. And now, there's no one willing to step in front of a bullet for him. That realization hits harder than any attack ever could. Miguel's final stand is not about winning. It's about refusing to be forgotten. He wants his enemies to remember that he didn't beg, that he didn't run, that he stood tall even when the outcome was already decided. To Miguel, dignity matters more than survival, but pride is a heavy shield. It protects the ego while destroying the future. Miguel had chances to change his path, chances to listen, chances to step back. Episode 8 makes it clear. He ignored all of them. And now the cost is unavoidable. This moment defines Miguel's entire story. Not his rise, not his control, but his refusal to let go. In the end, Miguel doesn't lose because he's weak. He loses because he believes power means never stepping down. And in this world, that belief gets you buried when the dust settles. Miguel is no longer at the center of the story, and that's the real ending. Power moves on fast in this city. There are no moments of silence, no time to mourn fallen kings. The streets don't pause. They adjust. Episode 8 makes it clear that Miguel's absence creates space, and space is dangerous because everyone wants to fill it. The fallout is immediate. Old alliances break without warning. New faces start making bold moves. People who once stayed quiet now speak with confidence. Miguel's fall doesn't bring peace, it brings opportunity. And in this world, opportunity always comes with blood attached to it. His enemies don't celebrate him being gone. They focus on what comes next. What's most haunting is how quickly Miguel becomes a memory, a name spoken in past tense, a lesson instead of a leader. The empire he worked so hard to build doesn't collapse loudly, it dissolves. Piece by piece, others take what's left. His power wasn't permanent, and now the city proves it by moving forward without him. Miguel's legacy isn't just about what he controlled, but how he lost it. He will be remembered as someone who refused to change, someone who held on to fear instead of earning trust, someone who believed strength meant standing alone, and that belief cost him everything. Episode 8 uses Miguel's story as a warning. Power without loyalty is empty. Control without respect is temporary. You can force people to follow you, but you can't force them to stay. The moment fear fades, so does the throne. As Season 3 continues, the question isn't who mourns Miguel, it's who replaces him. And whoever steps into that space will face the same truth sooner or later. In this game, no one wins forever. Kings don't retire. They fall, and the city keeps breathing like nothing ever changed. Miguel's final stand may be over, but the war he helped create is far from finished.